Hey guys, how's it going? It is June 12th, 2022. I am back. It's 10:44 p.m. I didn't even go past my bedtime tonight. And I got a goal that I wasn't too sure if I was going to get finished tonight. Very little bugs compared to today, which was a lot smaller, and I was on a bug for about an hour. This has been a very successful weekend. So, Red's on the server right now. He's running a 775, and I noticed it because the AI told me. I saw the AI telling me what was going on first. I can see everything that was on his train. Basically, had it been in Waycross, Jacksonville, wherever the case may be, not so much Pecan. I guess it only applies to the three yards, but I'm gonna give you a peek on what exactly is happening right now. We started. I don't know when I started. I think I started Saturday morning. I believe is when I started coding the AI. I decided I was going to do that because of the Q258. So yeah, I'm not too sure about 258 offhand. I can never know these symbols. Okay, so let me close this. We are scanning 9 detectants. Taft Baldwin. Okay. So anyways, you can see there's one of these. This was just a screen capture of the raw data. Okay, so I'm going to go off screen and just tell them I'm going off screen for a bit. So, watch carefully. This is what it was doing earlier if you've been on. So every 15 seconds, I'm going to get this down to 30 because it doesn't need to be reading it constantly. But this is all 9 detectors and the data that we need. So you got the headers, where they are, the train, the length, as before. I'm going to have to get the tonnage in there as well, just for the identification purposes. But I'll show you what's in this. The stuff that I did pull out. I didn't pull everything. I pulled out what we need. So obviously you got the reporting marks, the number. This is an empty auto rack train. So these are tons, 0 tons. Now the engines have tons based on what fuel it's in. It tells you whether or not, what type of engine, SD, like for example, I don't know what train this is. This is 775. This is the one that Red's got right now. Or at least past the detector. So he's got the, I'll show the last one. So it passed South Taft at some point, and he's got all these auto racks. These are the file numbers or the file names. This pulls up other information. I just want to make sure the reporting marks are in there as well. They should be. Yeah. So these are the flats, ETTX, TTX, the numbers, and then the card type. I think that's the card type, or no, is that the file? That could be the file. At that point, I think it's the file. I don't do the card types. And in the case of the engines, it doesn't show you this tag here, because this tag for the train is A775. It's up here. Everything's going to Baldwin. So that's for this. Then we can look at other data here. Now, I'm not going to be printing it like this, because this information is useless in this form. This is a debug. But I wanted to show you what it was like, just to see. So there's an intermodal train. Again, information that we don't need. What we're looking for is the manifest data. We don't have that. I'm going to find it on one. I'll see if I can find it on one of these. See which detector might have it. So Q155 at North Waycross. Probably not. North Jacksonville. Passenger train. And 154. Autorax. That might be something. Oh, there's A753. Jacksonville 1. I don't know if this is updating, this Jacksonville 1. Because I swear I had a train that went across that earlier today. And it shouldn't have been A753 unless the switcher ran out there again. Let me just double check that. I want to see the last time that one. A753. So if I go to my AI folders and date modified, so June 12th, that's probably last date, duh. As far as I can tell, they've all run relatively recently. June 12th at the top. Okay, so these are the old ones right here. AI 64211. Yeah, so this one hasn't run in a bit. So that's probably your A right there. Yeah, track 1. That's probably it right there. Yeah, so 753. I thought, for some reason, I thought it had hit that detector, or was going to hit that detector, but apparently it didn't. Because I saw one in that block, but I don't know where it comes up. Let me just double check. I'm just thinking out loud. Sorry about that. I'm not too sure where the actual AEI detector is. One more check. I'll check the chat here real quick. Nothing happening. Okay. Want to check the pictures. I just want to go and find out where that detector is. So we go to the A line. .1, is it that one? Maybe it's that one we're talking about. Oh, it's the HR. It's the HR lead. Yeah. Oh, it's a ways away. So that's the HR lead. That's totally different. Okay, well that makes sense. That's going to be interesting because that's in the middle of a control point. I may put a rule that the trains must clear to Beaver Street. Not going to worry about it just yet. The reason why, and I have to test it, is I want to see what the hell that does to the AI system. The problem is it's sensitive as far as directions. So if we're moving and doing switching and all kinds, like we won't be switching here, but that one could, in theory, cause some issues. The main's not going to be so much an issue, but I'm going to Beaver Street 642.5. So I'm going to basically mention that all trains within control point Beaver Street must clear to allow AEI. I'll say manifest trains. Yeah, well, it would be manifest trains in those cases. So I will. I'll make a note of it. Honestly, that doesn't really matter too much right now. But if I ever get to the point of getting Jacksonville data online, I don't think I'll worry about it just yet. It's not a big deal. In fact, I can observe it and see what happens. But it's interesting. But anyways, I just wanted to show you guys that. I think it's pretty cool. But I can't tell you how important that is to me. I didn't think I was going to be able to retrieve all that data. I figured, with data like that, you've got to get the numbers right. I could show you the code, but I don't want to get into the code right now. I think I'm getting close to 200 lines of code now. So that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. A lot of it's copying and pasting and shit like that. You're just going through the XML files, basically line by line, junking. I throw everything into a junk variable, and then I take something called a mid dollar function that will take within it. So the way XMLs work is they have a header and a footer to each line. They have a header and a footer to each paragraph as well, or subheading, or whatever the hell they call those friggin' things. But the cool thing about XMLs is they're very easy to understand. They're very laid out. They're very descriptive, which really helps because then you know what the data is. We still have one more local in Taft Industrial Park. So now that it reports it to that, basically what that does is now I know it's filling up the array properly. And because I know it's filling up the array, I can get rid of the print statements. So all that stuff that's echoing to the screen, I don't need that anymore because it's actually being stored into the program. Let's see here. I'll get the supply runs going tomorrow evening, and then yeah, I'll get the supply runs going tomorrow evening, and then I'm gonna probably program again 9 to 11 tomorrow night. It keeps me awake, so and that's good. I woke up at I woke up at 7, a little after 7 this morning on 7 hours sleep, and I didn't give a rat's ass because I knew what I wanted to accomplish today. So, and I had a lot of fun today too. Emmett and I played a lot of video games all afternoon, and basically online games, which doesn't take the resources off the computer, so I was able to run the server and everything. But I can't tell you how excited and elated I am of this. I may want to keep that in there just to show Emmett before I disappear it. Well, actually, yeah, I will show him, because I won't be touching the program until this or 9 p.m. tomorrow night. And I'll go back in tomorrow. Tomorrow is about getting the log file. And the log file is basically indicating that I just wrote so many records. It'll put it into the summary tab as well. The summary or the screen will indicate. But the other thing that's going to start happening is once it goes into the log file, once it's written it into pardon me, once it's written into the database, then what happens there is it might put it all into the table, but it's gathering the information. So the way it works is this: the AEI system runs constantly when you're in single player or the server is on. Because my server is 24/7, I would be running it constantly. I'm not running it constantly yet. Now, looking at the resources, if I was to look at the task manager here just to see what exactly we are running. So we are up to 5.8 megabytes now. Chrome, which I'm running right now, is the biggest thing. Run8 Train Simulator is actually the biggest. Just basic. Again, we're at CPU 42. We were at that yesterday. There's not much happening there. So I'm happy with the amount. I'll just watch just basic there, just to watch the disk drive go in a second. If it even goes. If we even notice it. I'm not even seeing anything there. Wow. It's using 3% of the network. Still running, right? Yep. So it reads the file so quickly that you don't even notice it. I'm going to look at my disk drive here just to see, like I see like a little spickle right every now and then. Yeah, that doesn't take anything. And I'm going to be slowing it down, like, because I don't need it doing. I don't need it doing it every 15 seconds. In fact, I'll probably, well, I might do it 15 seconds. Might get it up to 25 or something like that, or 30. Just so that it's outside of in case like a train passes by. It really doesn't need to be. I probably can go at least a minute. So what's the chance of another train getting lit up and then another train passing by an AEI detector that quick? So I'll probably put it to a minute. So what I was saying before, The log file, when you start the program up, so you start the program, you start the server. The program's running, it's pulling through the data. It immediately takes the header data and the unique identification data of the header and plops it into the what do you call it? Basically, it checks with the log file. If it determines that it is indeed in the log file, then what'll happen is it will determine that like it'll update. I'll keep a log file for about 100 records, and it'll update the log file to indicate that it's updating the master database. The master database will only be updated when there's a change. So if a train passes by, that's going to indicate a change, whether it's cars or trains going into one of the yard areas. So you got yard limits at Waycross, Rice Yard, Jacksonville, Moncrief, and Orlando Taft. So once something gets into that area and it's not part of it, it's going to write it into it. So it's going to become part of it. And it's, just basically from that, it's, I might skip the information. What I probably will end up doing is, if the symbol doesn't match a symbol that we have, I may skip it. I may just say disregard it. I don't care. It'll put it in the log file that it's recorded it, but other than that, it ain't going to do anything else. It'll basically check again, compare it to the log data of the 9 detectors, and it'll say, okay, you're the same, nothing's changed. Once something changes, then it will again update the header information, and it will determine if something has changed. So then, if it is a manifest train, not only will it's going to update the data, it's going to update the data regardless to say, and the reason why I want it in the logs is I want to be able to chart or time graph the trains as they're going through. I want to be able to give us a schematic or a chart, a line graph of basically the trains running through the system. I only have 9 detectors, so I can't show you the headers right now because this mess is all over the place. This was totally for beta testing purposes. I have a dimension of 300, so up to 300 cars. If it goes over 300 cars, it ain't gonna, and you crash the system and you got over a 300 car train, screw you. We're not doing PSR or any of that other crap with this. This is, number one, the everything that's built right now is not built for PSR. Neither is most of the prototype lines. But anyways, I'm not doing it. I'm not messing with it. Will I consider it as long as it doesn't kill my as long as it doesn't kill my resources? I don't care. Once it starts killing resources, that's when I say no. But for now, I think 300 is plenty. I don't have anything coming close to that, and I have some 10,000 foot trains. I don't want to go near that. So this is a gold mine of data because we have all the car information. That it goes in, it then populates. I may not deal with the auto rack so much. I'll see. Like this one, for example, is a local train, but I don't think I'll be messing so much with the auto racks or the unit trains so much because they're pretty straightforward. Even Taft and Jacksonville, I'm gonna talk with the guys down there and see once we have once we have Waycross in place, I'll see if they want to have a database for Jacksonville, if they want to have a database for Taft, and see if there's something that they want to do with that. If they do, then great, we'll do it. So. What the heck? I've lost. Oh, there it is. I don't know what I was hitting. Okay, guys, so that's it for now. Yeah, I think I'll be heading for bed. It's 11:10, so I've accomplished enough. I'll check the chat real quick. Give me 5 and I'll be... Oh, okay. Yeah, no problem. It's better to get the chat here right now because I can't even get my laptop going anyways. Okay, guys. Anyways, that's it for now. Hopefully you like that. I mean, I don't know. I'm probably more excited than most people, but that's okay. As long as I'm excited, I'm very into this. So, and this is going to make Waycross so much more manageable. I can't tell you how much of a relief this is going to be. This is exactly what I was hoping the AI system was going to do, and I've been able to take advantage of it. Now I have the data, I just have to be able to store the data, and then come, and process the data, and then deal with input-output operations, get everything in there. It's going to be a blast. And the beautiful thing is Waycross will probably be operational. Who knows? It ain't going to take long because right now I'm way ahead of schedule. I thought this may have been middle of the week, and here I am Sunday night, and it's done. I've got the collection phase. I'm done collecting all the XML data. I have all the XML data I need. The only thing that I have to filter is slow down the process as far as retrieving the data, because I don't need it to retrieve it that fast, and then be able to have enough windows of opportunity to get in there, be able to edit a file, send updates, stuff like that. Because basically what happens is I'm going to have edit functions as well. You can't be editing when you're playing around with potentially another train coming in. So you have a window of opportunity. So, anyways. Hard to explain. You like it. Most people will like it if they're into it. If they're not, that's okay. I'm into that kind of shit. That's all for now, guys. I will possibly be back tomorrow with another update. I'm hoping. That'd be kind of cool. Other than that, I'm just going to get a few source trains running tomorrow evening right after work. And I'm not going to be on for long there, so don't think I'll be on live stream unless I have some other major updates. probably wait and see, so I'm looking forward to it. Anyways, that's all for now, guys. Have a good one. Talk to you later. See ya.